While sustainable environment conservation is on the spotlight in today's economic platform, sustainable commercial forestry has made a remarkable impact on our local ecosystem for over a decade. Now, in a recent interview with Green Harvest Capital Sendirian Berhad, we discussed how Malaysia has a good capacity to become one of the most important market for Agarwood. Let's take a look.
Agarwood, a scarce raw natural material and highly sought after for its unique properties, has caught the eye of industry players. Today we speak with one of them, Green Harvest Worldwide Holdings Berhad, which will be represented by their chairman, Tan Sri Ghauth Jasmon, and its CEO, Mr. Cliff Ong.
With more than 20 years of professional experience in plantation management and trading over various Asian and Middle Eastern countries, Green Harvest was established in 2013 as the plantation management arm headquartered in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. They work closely with their technology partners and together they believe in an ecologically responsible approach towards sustainable practices and organic harvesting methods.
Thank you, Tan Sri, for being with us here today. I'd just like to find out more about Green Harvest and your role with Green Harvest. What exactly is your role with Green Harvest?
Okay, thank you. Green Harvest is a company that is entirely dedicated into the business of agarwood harnessing, agarwood planting, agarwood processing, and the sale of agarwood products. My role is as chairman of the company, and I lead a set of young entrepreneurs into this business. We are highly geared into introducing this business into this country, Malaysia, because we are lagging in this business compared to some of our neighbors like Thailand, Indonesia and so on. And more importantly, we want to make sure that Malaysia makes a mark into this business, because we have a lot of hidden resources in terms of agarwood trees and so on, but this has not been fully harnessed. And one advantage that we will be having is that we have technology. Our young entrepreneurs have sourced technology, the best in the market there is, in terms of inoculating the trees to produce the best quality resin, and in terms of how we extract that resin and produce the highest quality oil for the world market.
How is it that you've come about with this interesting new technology, and how is it different from other technologies in other parts of the world?
Of course, agarwood is a business that's been around for thousands of years, from China to the Middle East and so on. After I left my government job, I met these young entrepreneurs. They are my very good friends, and I was attracted to what they were doing. So I have been on a very fast learning curve, but I do realize that while the business may be a little complex if you have no knowledge behind it, but soon you learn what is inside it. But what is more interesting with the science background I have, I could understand the technology that they were using, and actually it is technology that will be able to take Malaysia into getting into the global players into this business. So I'm happy to be involved because I'm learning new things, and we are adding quality into the whole agarwood business in this country, hoping that we will be a major player soon in the next few years.
Well, agarwood is something very scarce. Would you say it's a more challenging material to actually cultivate?
Agarwood in the wild is very expensive and it is very scarce, but we cannot depend on what is in the wild because we cannot be cutting trees all the time. But what we can do is that we can cultivate them, and using technology, we can actually come quite near to what is there in the wild. So in other words, we can actually produce very high quality resin, high quality oil, close to what is there in the wild. And the wild here, we are talking about trees that have been around for 50, 60 years.
Right.
So it is technology that can take us to as good as what is in the natural state.
How do you think it might actually, shift the local economy here in Malaysia? How might it change our economy?
As I understand it, the value of the business is 8 to 10 billion and it's fast growing. And currently, the whole global market, only 40% is met. So there's huge scope for this country to get into this. especially when there's a lot of untapped resources.
Right.
We estimate there could be 10 to 20 million agarwood trees out there, owned by big planters and smallholders and so on. So actually, I see Green Harvest as a company that can educate people about the business. We can bring technology to them, and we can help them to go in a big way and make a mark into the whole global agarwood market. So that's our role. We want to bring this whole business from Malaysia into the world.
So specifically, what plans do you have in terms of educating entrepreneurs?
I have been meeting a number of parties here, some of the big players here, where they have technology, they have knowledge and so on, but I think it's not up to the level where they can go really big. But with my entrepreneur colleagues here, they have the global context, they have the network from Middle East to China. And this is where I hope that with their capability, their networking, I can bring the smallholders, the small players, and together we'll bring Malaysia into the world market. That would be my big interest here,
In the first quarter of last year, Bank Negara Malaysia has reported that the agriculture sector alone registered higher growth due to increased production. Green Harvest hope that increased awareness of agarwood will soon be a major contributor to the Malaysian economy. They have built a strong team of hands-on managers and staff who are devoted to the common objective of achieving the highest standards for their plantation. Green Harvest's primary mission is to become the world's preferred plantation management service provider. They are dedicated to building long-term relationships with their clients by strengthening trust and building confidence.
Cliff, it's so wonderful to have you here today.
Hi.
Hi, can you explain to us your role with the Green Harvest?
Okay, I'm the CEO of the company. Okay, so what I do is I must understand every operation of my company so that I can lead my team to the right direction. Okay, from planting the trees. Okay, we are an agarwood company. We plant the trees, we do technology like inoculation, and at last we do marketing for our product to the international market like Middle East and China.
You seem to be a very hands-on CEO. Could you please delve deeper into this new technology that you just mentioned?
Agarwood is just like rubber trees. Okay, but have you guys heard of sandalwood?
Yes, I have. That's very popular.
Okay,
Yeah.
sandalwood itself, if you plant the sandalwood, itself we actually have some good sand. Okay, but for agarwood, it's slightly different. Okay, this is my hand here. It's actually a 12-year-old trees. Okay, by itself, it has no sand. Okay, so what we do as a technology company, we're trying to induce the tree. So what we do is we drill holes. You can see here some holes. Okay, to the trees, and we insert some microbe to actually induce the tree to create an antibody. Okay, you can see here the white part is actually just the fiber of the wood, which has no smell. Okay, but the darker part, you can see here, is actually the antibody of the trees. Okay, with this darker part, if you burn it or distill it into oil, it actually smells very good. Okay, this is the, what I'm holding here on my left hand is actually the oil. Okay.
Very valuable oil.
Yeah, very.
Share with us real quick how much something like that costs.
Okay, something like this, a liter, roughly about 18,000 USD.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so it's very expensive. For a liter, for the volume like this, it takes about five mature trees, which is about 12 years old to produce.
And then with the inoculation process, it's a lot shorter, right?
We are a very young company, so what we do is we've been going around to Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia to learn about different kinds of inoculation technology. So fortunately for us, we have a few inoculation in hands. Okay, one of the inoculation that we have now, okay, is a high pressure technology. So what it does is it managed to shorten the housing period from 2 years to 1 year. Okay, for that 1 year, we can help the company or our client to save a lot of money.
Right.
And at the same time, we have created something that is very rare in the market, agarwood. Okay, what do you call agarwood in Chinese? Okay, it's actually called chen xiang. Okay, chen means sinking, xiang means smell, fragrance.
Right.
Okay, it's actually a wood So agarwood by itself, it doesn't sink into water. We know that most woods doesn't sink into water. Okay, like this one. This is the resinous agarwood. Okay.
Before the inoculation process.
Yeah. This is inoculated.
Inoculated. Okay.
Okay. But the oil content is not that high.
Not
okay.
as
This
dense.
is,
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is produced by a very normal inoculation. Okay. So it doesn't sink because the oil content is not that high. Okay. So I can
Let's
do
have a
some
look.
demonstration
Yeah, let's have
for
a look.
you. Okay.
Okay.
Hopefully it doesn't sink.
Okay.
what I
Hopefully.
said.
Okay. Let's have a look. Ah.
Okay.
Okay.
So it
It's
doesn't
floating.
sink. Okay. So this is using the normal technology. Okay. So with our latest technology, which we are still enhancing, okay, we are able to create a darker resinous wood. As you can see, it's darker than this one. Okay.
Okay.
So it actually can sink. Okay. You can do a demonstration here.
And it's the exact same wood,
It's exact same wood.
but different process.
Different process,
Okay.
different technology, different micro. Okay, you can see. You can see that the price of these two woods, maybe this one per kg we can sell for 3,000 to 6,000.
Right.
Okay, but for sinking wood, we can actually sell more than 8 times of this
It's a big difference.
price. It's
Yeah.
very huge difference
Yeah.
because it's actually sink. It actually matches the wood of Chinese called sinking wood, sinking grade. That's why
Right.
if the wood doesn't sink,
The quality is not
the
that
quality
great.
is not
Yeah.
that great. So our technology has able to reach that, but we are continuously improving our technology. Hopefully that we can excel in this. Thank you.
The oil that you extract from that, right? What kinds of products is it used in?
Very simple. You can look at this oil. The smell is a bit pungent. Okay, I think once I
Subjective,
open
I
this,
guess, to
yeah,
the
it's very
person who
pungent.
smells it.
Okay, but this is the raw smell.
I'm going to be careful
Okay.
with this.
Yeah.
Expensive oil.
Okay.
Strong.
Yeah. So this is the raw oil. Okay. What we can see in the market is we can see there's a lot of big brands. Okay, like Christian Dior.
Which is what you're holding right now.
Yeah, this is what I'm holding now. As long as you can see the word wood,
OUD?
yeah,
Wood?
wood, OUD, okay, it means that it contains agarwood
Oil.
oil inside. Okay, a bottle like this can cost easily 1,200 in the market.
Right.
It's much more expensive than the normal one in the market. Okay, this oil can produce all kinds of perfume
Right.
in different brands. Okay, and once you have the wood, normally the prices it will increase at least
It'll
50%.
spike up, yeah?
Yeah, spike up
Much
tremendously.
more expensive.
That is one of the product, and you can see another product here is actually the tea.
So you can
Okay.
consume this oil as well?
Yes, you can actually mix into the tea leaf so that it can have that scent.
Right, okay.
Okay, but itself, the ingredient of the wood oil is actually very beneficial for the human body. It's actually anti-inflammatory.
So what
Okay.
kinds of illnesses do they claim to be able to cure?
I wouldn't say it cures a lot of illnesses, but first off, it's actually calm your body, it calm your mind. So there's a lot of meditator. What they do is they burn into incense, like what I'm holding here. Okay, this is the incense. Okay, this is the incense they burn
Right.
in their room when they need peace of mind,
For
when
prayer,
they're stressed,
yeah.
for prayer. So they burn it. Okay, it smells good. It can calm their body down. Okay, it's
Okay.
called aromatherapy, like what most people do now. Okay.
You seem like a pretty young entrepreneur yourself. Maybe you'd like to share some words of wisdom with the other young entrepreneurs out there.
What I can tell the young entrepreneurs out there is very simple. Let your passion drive you. Love what you do and never give up. When you never give up, you never fail. Okay, my business, my life hasn't been smooth sailing.
Right.
Okay, we face a lot of failure, but I believe that it's the journey that counts. Okay, it's not definitely not always the end result, but with persistency and the determination to continue, I believe we will bring this company to the international level.
Thank you for sharing some time with us today, Cliff. So there you have it. Stay tuned with us on Capital Today.
And we take a short breather, but when we come back, Citigroup becomes the last big US bank to join the payments network.